Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Hbar holders. Appreciate all the love. Let's take a look at what's happening with the price of Hbar as we are starting off our brand new week. Looking across the board right now, as far as the 24-hour time frame is concerned, we're seeing quite a bit of red across the market as of now. But Sunday actually was not a bad day for the broader market. But right now, over the last 2 to 3 hours to be exact, we have seen Bitcoin seeing a little bit of a retracement, which has dragged the broader market down with it. But we're still starting just the new week now, so obviously, we still have a lot of time. I think this week is going to be big based off of what Bitcoin has been able to do. But let's take a closer look at HBAR and really understand what we're looking at. The price 21.87 cents. We're down about 1.9% in USD and about 1% in Bitcoin. Comparative valuation 9.3 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at $221 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So I want you guys to pay attention to what's happening with the dominance. We saw the dominance reaching 59.36%. And since then, we have seen the dominance, retracing, which is a good sign because, of course, if Bitcoin retraces and the dominance, that's a good sign. Even the altcoins are going to see a little bit of a retracement, but they will hold better rather than the dominance, still hovering around 59.35%. If that were the case and Bitcoin saw a retracement, then you would have seen a much bigger retracement than what we're seeing right now. But again, Bitcoin is looking amazing right now. Starting off a week such a positive note. You can't make this up. Bitcoin's looking amazing. Can't really complain. But we did come up to 124,300. But since then, the price did retrace a little bit, which is the reason why we're seeing the market reacting to that. But if you're looking at HBAR though, HBAR, as of recording this update, starting off the week exactly where we need to be within the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level. Love seeing that, of course. Now, I've been talking to you guys about this level for such a long time. And pretty much since October 1st, when we broke back into the 61.8, we're having a little bit of a battle, between the bulls and the bears. Obviously, the bulls want to keep the price within the 61.8, and we've seen several different, retests back in the 61.8, but also, we've seen two different retests below the 78.6 at about 21.4 cents. But since yesterday, I want you guys to keep in mind, if you picked up some HBAR around 21.4 cents, we did see HBAR go up about 3%. Nothing crazy, but you need to focus on the fact that we're back in the 61.8, starting off a brand new week. We'd really want to see the 22.6 cents key resistance being retested. Such an important level to be looking out for. Breaking above this key range, I think, takes us back up to the level where we were prior to this major retracement, which took us back below the 61.8, retesting the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. But I want to talk about I want to talk about the HBAR price on a daily perspective today. Now, I really want to kind of talk about some of the higher time frames because this is the question that a lot of people tend to ask. So again, what are some key levels to be watching out for? Number one, of course, is the 27 cents price point, because we did break above there back in July, but both different times we did get a rejection. So you never really saw the price holding above that key range. So time and time out, I've highlighted to you guys how important that level really is. But at the same time, I want you guys to go back down to the previous cycle. This was a major resistance, hence you're starting to see that same exact resistance coming in our way right now as the price is trying to go towards the upside. But obviously the excitement lies in the 38.2, because after that, all-time highs are pretty much open. But right now, I think we want to cross back above this key resistance, and then I think we could really get our target to be the 38.2. And the question that I get a lot is whether or not I personally think if we're going to reach an all-time high for HBAR. I personally think it is still very possible. Breaking above the 0.50 zone, that's halfway there. And then, if the volume is on our side, considering what we have seen, especially in November of last year, look, we have not seen anywhere close to that type of volume. If we get that type of a buying pressure coming in, which I think we will see once the dominance pull down, that's what we want to see. Bitcoin is still on, its rally right now. Bitcoin still has a lot of momentum, but you want to see the dominance cooling off. That's where I think altcoins will have their time, and I personally project that we do push into the all-time highs, which will be obviously what people want to see. But again, just a continuous reminder, we're actually getting closer to the end of the bull market rather than the start. So have your exit strategies in place, especially if you've been accumulating around this time. Make sure you are sticking with your exit strategies. I cannot stress that enough. Obviously, if you're in for the long haul, you don't care about the next 3 to 4 months. If you're in for the long term, then again, patience is your number one key to follow. It's pretty simple as that. But let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are. Where do you see the price of Hbar closing the year of 2025 at? Love you all, and we'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.